Hello everyone, December the 12th. All right, minimum falling path. Oh, that looks new. N by n, array of integers. Return the minimum sum of any falling path 3 meter. Falling path starts at any element in the first row and choose the element in the next row that is either directly below or diagonally left and right. Specifically, the next element from position row column will be +1, row +1, column could be -1, and column. Okay, so we want to find the minimum, right? The minimum path. Okay, so we are given a matrix, right? And then we say we want to find a minimum. It's most likely dp. So at this position, right, we want to find minimum at any position, and to fall in this, the minimum will be the minimum of this, and this. So the 3, right? So we will find the minimum of the 3 above me and add it to me, right? So for here is the minimum above. So for the top, well, for the top we have to try every single one, right? Because you're not 100% sure. So we'll try, and we need to start from the second row, right? We start from the second row. Okay, let's use this first example. Let's see if this one works. So for each row, so for the 6, the minimum to reach here is going to be 7. The minimum to reach here is going to be 6. Minimum reach here will be 5. Right, so it's 7, 6, 5. So for this 7, minimum here is 13. Minimum here is 13. Minimum here is 14. So it's 13. I see. Yeah, this indeed is just a DP, very basic DP. Nothing special. All right. What's the size? N is equal to 1. Okay, so for I in range 1 to len matrix, res equals, what if it's just 1? Should be minimum matrix 0. Yeah, that's the minimum possible, just in case we are talking about things with only 1, right? So this one can handle that situation. Man, my face is very oily. I just rubbed my face and then my hand is full of oil right now. Damn. A ton of oil. Alright, so what we're gonna do is for each one, for J, right, range, we can't just say, let's say N. Alright, so this will be N, this will be everyone. So we say matrix IJ shall equal to the minimum of matrix I minus 1 something to something. Actually, I'm gonna put 1. That's gonna be J minus 1 maximum of j minus 1 is 0. And this is going to be j plus 1. We can just do j plus 1. That's fine. J can just plus 1. Yes. J can just plus 1. So minimum of this plus matrix. Oh. Why just plus equal then? Now return the minimum. Oh, we don't need this. Minimum of matrix minus 1. Yeah, this shall work. This is minus 59. That's not what I had expected. Why? $865. How is it $865? Oh. Yeah, you thought, huh? You thought. Didn't work. This one shall work. Doesn't seem to be the fastest, but it's all right. Basic DP. Yep. Okay. Ooh. We have new contest. Maximum value of a string. The numerical representation of a string base 10 if it compresses digits only, the length of the string otherwise. Of a numerical return the maximum value. So the first is 5, 3, 3, 4, 0, so it'll be 5. Interesting. 96. So we need to return the maximum of 4 STRs. Huh. How do... is decimal. False. But okay, I use it is decimal. Can we say len s? No. Int s if is decimal, else s. Yeah. Maximum star sum of a graph. There is an undirected graph consisting of n nodes, number from 0 to n minus 1. You're given a zero indexed integer array vowels of length n, where vowels I denotes the value of the ith node. You're also given a 2D for the edges. Okay, undirected graph. A star graph is a subgraph of the given graph having a center node containing 0 or more neighbors. In other words, it is a subset of edges of a given graph such that there exists a common node for all edges. It's a subgraph of the given graph having a center node containing 0, so it could be by itself or more neighbors. In other words, it is a subset of edges of the given graph such that there exists a common node. The edge below shows star graph for 3 or 4 neighbors centered at the blue nodes. The star sum is the sum of the values of all the nodes presenting the star graph. Given an integer k, to the maximum star sum of a graph containing at most k edges. Oh well, k edges means it gets k nodes, right? So the first one with k equals 2, 16, because 2, 4, and 10. There's no 0 itself. Ah, edges can be 0. I see. Okay. So I want to find, I mean, this will add most k edges and all the values. So you have to choose at most k edges. It can be smaller than, okay. So it has to be, so it cannot be, basically it just says it cannot be leaf, right? Oh, it can. It can if k equals 1, right? If k equals 1, then that's the leaf. No, it's not a really leaf. It's like any node can serve as the center. Any node. So some node has to be the center, and it will go out. I want to find a maximum, which just means a node, right? So we have a node. We know all its neighbors. And then, it's not traversal. We just produce a graph. And then for each node, we have all the values associated with it, right? And we can sort it. Yeah, we can sort. And then we take the maximum, and then we go through. Oh, okay. So I thought we will have to devise some traversal, but I think we don't really need to traverse this time. Just need to build a graph, sort it, and that shall be it. From. Oh, however, we need to find a maximum. So for each one, we have to go from right to left, right? And find the maximum. Yeah, we do, man. We do. We say default dict. Yeah. Okay, so what do? We say graph default dict a list, and then for AB ij in edges, graph I dot append vals j, graph j dot append vals I. Right, once we're done, we say res equal 1 the maximum. So for I nodes in graph.items. Okay, then we say nodes.sort. Reverse equals true. And then we say for a most k, right? The most k. So we say for a s equal to, we have a sum. Okay, s. We also need to say current max. Right, now we say for this in range k, no, for j in range minimum k, or len nodes. Right, and then we say s plus equal to, because it's sorted, so it's the biggest, nodes j, current max equal to maximum current max s, then res equals maximum current max plus vals I. Then goes everything, return res. Okay. Vals edges max star sum. That's not right. I think we missed one. Okay. Huh? Vals? What the hell? what? Oh, my bad. It's like, what did I do? Oh my god. My god. Okay, the rest apparently is not right. N is at least we have one node. K can be 0. So if K is 0, graph is just 1, so there's no edges. Graph is nothing, this is nothing, so I just return. I will return minus infinity. Now that's apparently not right. We shall say this is going to be maximum of maximum of vowels, because we can do nothing. Oh, hold on, we actually can do nothing, right? Yeah. For node in this, nodes we sort, S shall equal to vowels I, and oh, nah, this is 0. Current max is this, and then S is gonna be keep adding this current max. As we want to add, right? S will be adding and adding and adding, and then we just want to find the max sum of everything, and at the end, I'm thinking about the situation of there's a positive center and all negative around, right? And then we try to add everything and it doesn't really work. So what I'm trying to say is we have this, we just want to know like the sum of those added together, right? That's the current max. Then we shall be res, right? Current max is to add, or we can choose not to add. We can choose not to add, because we can just do by itself, right? Or we say we're gonna add, and when we add, we always want the maximum possible. And then we say we can add 1, and then we get the maximum. Then we add 2, add 3, doesn't really matter, up into K. But there's no option for add 0. That's what I'm talking about. We don't have the option of add 0, and we need an option to add a 0. And how do we do that? How do we add an option to add 0? I mean, we'll start from this. We add 0, it's actually just 0, right? So, if we current max set to 0, which means we don't add anything. And then we can have 0 plus this, then we don't need this one at all. That is the right way to go. Okay. Yeah, this one shall work. We can actually try, let's say, nah, it's too complicated. Let's just submit it. If it's not right, then it's not right. And it turns out this is correct. no need to traverse. Just build a graph, and for each node, find the max sum of at most k nodes. And we get the max star sum for the current node, serving as center. Go through all nodes as center node, and we have the solution. This is ON, total number of nodes. This is the number of edges. We call it MN, where M is the number of edges and N is the number of nodes. Okay, so 2 down. Did you like that problem? A zero-indexed integer array, stones. Sort in strictly increasing order, representing the position of a stone in a river. A frog initially on the first stone wants to travel to the last stone and then return to the first one. However, it can jump to any stone at most once. The length of a jump is the absolute difference between the position of the stone the frog is currently on, and the position of the stone to which the frog jumps. Finally, if the frog is at stone's I and its jump is at stone's j, the length of the jump is stone's I minus stone's j. Okay. The cost of a path is the maximum length of a jump among all jumps to the minimum cost of a path for the frog. So the first one, we can do 0 to 5. That's a 5, and then 1, 1. And coming back is a 5. So, really? Oh. I mean, we can also, because he just asked for the minimum cost. And at any stone, most ones, except for the last one, because you have to land it twice. So we can actually go here and here, which costs 6, and then we jump back, right, which costs 9. And there's no limit. We can jump anything you want. Okay. So basically the question is, I mean, we can jump however we want, right? But once we jump, the stones we use cannot be used again. So on the way back, we have different sets of stones. Can you do like the minimum cost jumping forward? Well, then the minimum cost is just jump every single one. That's the minimum cost, jumping forward, right? But that will affect jumping back because we have to jump completely back. So, any stone that's not used jumping forward will be jumping back, right? minimum jump. Oh, no, the minimum jump length. How do we DP this one? Alright, let's say, I don't know, we have some stones. And then we know the minimum path jumping there and jumping back. Let's say we know that. Now we add a new stone. Now what? We add a new stone, we have a new distance. So we need to cover this distance. So one way to go is whatever, so we do this jump, right? We jump from here to here. Then on the way back, so we have the previous, if like I say we know it, the jump from this, we have a jump in here. So if we do this, then we have to jump here, right? Then we have a new, maximum distance. Or, right, if we don't use this, let's say we want to use the thing previous. And if we use the thing previous, then we say we jump here. And if we know this one has to jump where, so we can do this, right? Now we can use previous. Then at a certain point, it will be bigger. Then we say it fails. So for example, we have this 0, 2, 5, 6, 7. So before 0 to 2, 2 back to 0. So so the cost, right? The maximum cost is going to be 2. And from 2 jumping back, we jump back to 0. Right? We jump back to 0. Now we add 5 to it. So we say we can either jump from 2 to 5, right? So from 2 to 5, this is a distance of 3, and originally it's 2. So now the maximum we have is going to be 3. And then from 5, we cannot jump to 2, so we have to jump to wherever 2 jumps to, which is 0. So from 5 to 0. Now we have a 5. So in this case, if we use 2, the result is going to be 5, right? The result is going to be 5. Or let's say if we don't use 2, then we jump from 0 to 5, 0 to 5, then from 5 coming back, if we jump 0 to 5, then that's, if we jump directly from 0, then that's, so this will be 5, right? The minimum is 5, but 5 we have 2 different ways to jump, right? We can either jump to 2 or we can jump to 0. And we want to jump back as close as possible. Yeah, Okay, so we jump here and then we get longer, right? So when we jump back, we say, okay, so do 5 and then jump back. We want to jump back to 2, position 2. And the cost is 5. It's the closest we can jump to. Okay, now it's 6. Now it's 6. We can say we can go from 5 to 6, which cost is 1 and doesn't change. And from 6, I cannot jump to 5. She jump to 2. So now I have a cost 4. Ooh, but I know from where to jump to 5. Distance to 5 and distance of 5 back. Since I have these two distances, now we have a new thing coming in. If I go from 5 to this, which means the previous will stay optimal. So it will be this plus this. We have 2 different scenarios. We have 5, 3. And then the overall is 5. So also 5. And we have 3 and 5. Right? The first scenario, here we go 5 to 6. Right? It's gonna be 1. And 6 well 5 goes to will be 3, so it will be 4. Right? And then overall is still 5. Another scenario, if we use something in front, then we have going here will be 6. That was here coming. Right? This one, and then coming back is going to be 1. Now this is at least 6. So we say this gives us a worse condition. Right? So we try this. Try this. But then how do you know how much you need to go back? a stone, if it's not used in the forward, it must be used in the back. So for each one, we can either use in the forward, or I can use in the back. If we use this in the forward, then we can just say from this to the end, what is the maximum? Right? Right, for this to the end, what's the maximum? And then on the way back, and we don't use this. This is the longest. This is also longest, right? Then change. So can we use this? So the longest will be this. This is still the longest. Oh no, this is the longest. So on the way back, we can't use everything. So it will be however small that we want. It's going to be 1, because this is 1. This is also 1. This is 3, this is 2. Right? And then we say, okay. The difference is just, go there, we move back. If we move back, then this we cannot do. We have to go this. It's like this will be the maximum. This will be the maximum. And then we go here, and this has to go here. Huh. Maybe that's the way. Hold on, let me analyze this. Yeah. Go to the end, this one go to the end, that's definitely. But then to make change, so the way there, we need to change, we need to say, okay, we're gonna jump to the one in front, and then do another jump. So then the maximum cost is going to be this. Alright. Maximum cost is going to be this. This and this, right? One of the two. Then on the return, the maximum cost is going to be this. And then whatever here. No, doesn't feel right. Not maximum, the minimum. No, wait, it is the maximum of this. No, the max. From this to the end. And I need to come back. that the same? This is the max, right? Then we go this, then this will become this when compared to this, or compared to this. Oh wait, hold on, this one can. Now will be, now we take this, right? So I want to start from here, and then we land on anyone. Short is the distance, right? No clue. Two stones, three stones are setting stone. How about four stone? These two scenarios are the same. Well, this is definitely longer. This one's definitely better. man, I've never felt this like completely blank. Wow. Okay. Alright, well, I'll stop here. Wow, this is pretty tough. Hey, I'm stuck. Alright, I'll probably deal with it tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow.